Game of football ahead of us. It's going to be the hometown West Sonoma County football team against the Vallejo Redhawks. I'm here, I'm your host, Will Rice, along with my color commentary. In 1 second.
Hi, Lars Lundqvist with you as well.
All right, and we got it getting ready to kick off right here. Getting ready for the kickoff. And there we are, it's an onside kick to start it off. It takes a weird hop and it looks like West County's on it. The recovery on the first play of the game.
And the kickoff.
For those of you who watched last week, they did want to start the second half. They do it this time to start the first half.
Yeah, keeping up that aggressive play style from that first home game.
First and 10, West
Maybe a sign of things to come.
It's that special teams play. You know, many teams, they underestimate special teams, but it can win you games. Just look at the 2010 Chargers. Great offense, great defense, but the special teams blew it in a lot of cases. Not here for West County. They're lining up with Sammy Longs as the starting quarterback. There they are. First play of the game is a throw, and it's short, intended for Gio Vizantine. And the first play of the game will be incomplete. They're starting off with that 4 wideout set, 2 on either side, even though they're further to the right side of the field. There he is again. Now has his man Brady, left side. Tried to truck his way forward, and he got to the 30. And there's our first yardage gain to the first half. West County known with that no huddle offense, as they just look to keep the momentum in their favor. Has a little bit of time now, going for the end zone, out of the reach, intended for his man Hohader. And that will bring up a 4th and short. So West County aggressive to start it off.
Oh yeah, and you know very well they're going for this one.
That's all they did in their previous game. The handoff to Brady. Did he get it? I believe he did. Yeah, past the 30, that's the first down. Jaden Brady, the only player on offense so far to get any yardage. Offense hoping to change that up. Along with less time, lobbing it up. End zone just out of the reach. Intended for Solomon Hall. That'll give us a second down if the clock stopped.
And you can see that they're really trying to get Sammy Long going in a rhythm in this game, trying to get him going early, try to get some of the early offense to get momentum on the West County side.
3 wideouts to his right now. Now on the screen, he has Vizantine to the outside. Now cuts his way back in all the way to the 11-yard line. Nice moves right there by Vizantine. You always got to get that extra yardage. Now back to the 2 on either side.
And 10 at the 12-yard line.
He has Israeli is the handoff to him, and he gets maybe about 5 on the play. That handoff to Jack Israeli.
Tackle made by Jacon Williams. Gain of 5.
Still going with 2 on either side. And now back to him. Did he get the first? I'm not sure if he did. That time it was to Brady.
Brady, the ball carrier.
Now switching back to the 3 wideouts. A 3rd and 2. First down gets him. First down needs the 2-yard line. To his right, throws, end zone, caught, touchdown, Vizantine. First score of the game.
4-yard touchdown pass play from
And a beautiful drive to start it off. Byzantine's able to cut it to the outside, and he had nobody near him. And a nice look right there from Sammy Long. He just guns it right in there. And now they'll have the extra point, and it will be Aiden Nothig for the attempt. And the low snap. He's gonna try and get something out of it. Throws, intercepted down the left sideline, but it's called off. That interception by Isaiah Weaver. And sadly, the low snap, they do not get the extra point there, so it remains 6-0 to start it off.
But even despite that last play, West County has a lot of momentum after that first drive. In all honesty, the West County Whiteouts look like they're completely dominating the coverage that Vallejo is showing so far.
They look like they're completely in the zone so far.
We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Please be mindful
So just 2 minutes gone so far. West County's already on the board, just showing off their ability to get in the zone quickly. It's something that kept them in the game in week 1 against excuse me, against Santa Rosa.
We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe, inclusive, and positive game environment.
They're down by 2 scores late in the fourth, midway through the fourth quarter, as they were able to catch up and get the lead. That whole game was just back and forth. Now the question is can Vallejo step up to this challenge and regain the momentum? It's a good start. The onside kick, did he get enough yardage? I don't think he did. Did he? I'm not sure. The kick from the 40, it went past the 50. I think he got it back. And he did. Unreal. It's hard enough to get one, but that one, it landed at about the 52, and it just kicked back. Kicked back right to the West County line. They're going to get the ball right back at midfield, and they're going to get a chance to increase this lead by 2 scores. What do you think of that decision?
I mean, I love it. I think Cordon knows exactly what they're doing. They're just going out. They know that this team is not ready for what they're bringing, and you really have to wonder how Vallejo was not expecting some aggression.
Well, nobody really does. The pass high to Byzantine, but he gets it. Gets a block down the sideline. Cutting back in, flag is down. 2 flags are down, and he fights his way past the 30. And one thing that you want to look for there is holding penalties, especially on those blocks.
There is a flag on the play.
One of those flags is picked up. You know, they are both set down at about the 39-yard line.
They do signal for holding.
That is a holding penalty. It's going to be,
Holding has been called against West County.
yeah, it's a holding penalty on West County. They resume first down, but it's going to be a first and long.
First and 9 at the Vallejo 49. Timeout has been called by the Redhawks.
And it looks like Vallejo just called a timeout. A very early timeout, but I can definitely see where the coach is coming from right there.
No, you have to talk some things over after getting beat on 2 onside kicks. You have to get some sort of energy going, because it can be demoralizing to lose 2 kicks that you should have gotten.
Yeah, and it's really intimidating when you feel like you just can't get the ball. And I still can't tell what the cheerleaders are saying. Maybe that's just because our crowd mic is pointing a little bit to the left, but all I just hear is distortion. So starting off back at midfield on a 1st and 9, back to the 2 wideouts on either side. This time with Brady. He's gonna get a little extra on that, diving his way to the 36-yard line. He got tripped up, but his momentum carried him an extra 4 yards there.
Tackle was made by number 3, Jaquan Williams. That was a gain of 13 yards. It's first and 10, West County.
It looks like a Vallejo player is a little slow to move there at midfield. Not sure who that is. Might be, I'm wondering if it's, I can't tell if it's his head or maybe his collarbone. That's number 24, that's Mickey Laws. And he's able to walk off the field under his own weight.
Looked like he might have been hitting his throat there. That might have been what
maybe. And correction on the name, that's, from what I heard, it was Makai Lewis. Now West County back to three wideouts on the left. They are in trouble, and down he goes at the 45. That's sacked by number 1 of Vallejo, Janias Lewis. So he came around the edge and he had nobody in front of him.
Yeah, no resistance on the right side there.
Except for the quarterback.
Loss of 7 on the play, second and 17.
It looks like Vallejo's starting to get a hold now. They got West County has to deal with a 2nd and 17. Long, going long, left side, out of the range, intended for Solomon Hall. Trying to go back to that deep route again, but it's a tough one to hit, especially with the tight coverage he had. The safety was right on that, so it's going to be a 3rd and 17. And if it was me predicting, I think he'd be going on the inward slant. Just try to chip away a decent chunk of that yardage. And it's going to be the screen to Brady outside. It looks like he went out of bounds around the 30-yard line. I couldn't quite tell the spot of the ball.
Brady with a first down pass play.
It's a fascinating spot. It looked like he had reached.
No, he's about 4 yards short. Oh, yeah, about the 30-yard line where I suspected. So they're gonna go for it. Still with those 3 wideouts. And he got him to jump. And that's what you go for on that 4th and short. And that is gonna get them, I believe, the 5 yards they need. Yes, it will. So back to a first down. So 8:34 as the clock is ticking down. Hall with the regular rush and pressure throws, incomplete. Seemingly intended for Jaffe Gonzalez.
Defended by Isaiah Weaver. Incompleted, 2nd and 10.
Another 2nd and long. They're going for a lot of mid-range passing plays. They go back to 2 outs on either side. The fake, and right to his man. He gets a few yards right there. That's Tyler Sword. He's able to get half that yardage.
Tackle made by Janias Lewis.
Janias Lewis doing a lot there. He goes right back to Sword up the middle, and he might have gotten the first down yardage.
He did get there.
That's a gain of 5, and that is a West County first down at the 15-yard line.
Spreading the wideouts back out again. With Brady is back. Now he's gonna fake it to Brady. Throws right side, in and out of the hands. Intended for Gonzalez. He had a big opening there, but sadly in and out of the hands. Looks like they're gonna be subbing him out for Josh Kidd, who will be lining up on the left. So here we are. Another 2nd and long. Throwing left side, he's got Kidd at the 10. He gets about 5 on the play. So it'll bring a 3rd down and mid.
Tackle made immediately by David Williams. It's 3rd and 5.
And you wonder if he's going to go right back to Kidd here.
Doesn't look like there's much resistance for him.
And did he get him to jump? I think he did. But the question is it a false start? I don't know. I saw a little bit of movement on the West County O-lineman. I'm not sure if that was just out of reaction. It is offsides, so I believe that does get them the first down yardage, which will get them a 1st and goal. If I'm correct, no, just short. So it'll be a 3rd down, but a 3rd down in inches. And the handoff, Brady pushing up. Not quite in, but he's about down to the 1-yard line. That does get them the 1st down. That's correction to the 2-yard line. Back in the shotgun. The handoff, Brady pushing his way. Touchdown, West County. Jaden Brady getting into the end zone there. They're up by 2 scores. A great start to the game for West County.
Just like against Santa Rosa, very strong offensively. Not a ton that the defense can do against.
Well, we haven't seen the defense out yet because they've gotten the 2 straight onside kicks. Just controlling the ball in this one. And just halfway through the 1st quarter, they're already up 12-0. It looks like they're going to go for 2 to try and make up that bad extra point. And the high snap, Brady. No, he's taking it himself. Now throws, caught, touch. Hoader with the 2-point conversion. Not a touchdown, but it does get them the 2, and it is now 14-0. Nice play there as he's able to kind of get the safety off of Hoader right there by taking it himself, making them think he's gonna go for it. But then right before the line of scrimmage, he just tosses it right to him. Great play right there. Now the question is, can they get a 3rd one?
I mean, at this point, why not go for it?
I mean, if you're Vallejo, maybe 3rd time's the charm.
Yeah.
You know?
They do look like they're a little more prepared for it this time.
Yeah, they got more up. Field. But then you wonder if West County's gonna just gonna go and kick it back to the 10.
Yeah.
You know, because when you're in an onside formation, that does kind of leave you open. You won't get as much yardage on the deep kick. I don't know. I think they're gonna go for it. I mean, why wouldn't they?
Bradbury's had a lot of success with that kick.
Will they do a 3rd? No, they don't. It's a deep one all the way back, and it will get into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Vallejo will now get a chance.
And Bradbury's kick is into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 Vallejo.
Just a beautiful kick from Bradbury's. Even if they were in the regular formation, that would have set up the kicking team very nicely to stop them short. So here we are, first time that West County's defense is gonna come out. And under center for Vallejo, looks like they got Jazier Smith as their quarterback. They're gonna be running with 3 wideouts on his right. But the 4 as per usual. Late snap and not a handoff to the outside, cuts back in. That's Malachi Edmondson to about the 21.
Gain of 2 yards, it's 2nd and 8 after 22.
The correction on the carry, that was Davian Williams. There they are with 2 on either side now. Smith with trouble, and down he goes at the 10. Nowhere to go. That's gonna put him back.
A loss of 9 yards on the play.
That's a loss of 9 on the play.
On the 14-yard line.
So they're on a 3rd and 19. The handoff up the middle. Still on his feet. That's Nicholas Gardley on the carry. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
It does look like Vallejo may be bringing out their punting unit. They are not quite as brave as West County has been for their first 2 drives.
But at the same time, you don't want to throw an interception in your own side of the field. But on a 4th and 9, are they?
And the Red Hawks are in punt formation.
No, they are going to punt it.
That looks like number 31, Xavier Zarate.
So Xavier Zarate is going to be the man to punt it. And it looks like West County just took a timeout. So with 4:42 left, a 14-0 lead for West County. Oh, correction, that's Vallejo's 2nd.
They burned 2 of those timeouts in the first quarter. So.
Question is, are they going to need it later on?
You have to think that they might not need it if they let this game get out of hand. So maybe that's what the coach is trying to prevent happening.
I mean, or they're planning to go for it. If that's the case, then it doesn't look like it. They're going right back into the punt formation. And here it is. Oh, the high snap gets behind him. Back into the end zone. He falls on top of it. There's a flag down. But as of right now, it looks like it's going to be a safety. And it is. That's a safety for West County, and it's going to be a 16-0 lead. Question is...
Interesting penalty call there. It looked like they were calling personal foul after the play there for the hit that they delivered on him on the ground.
So it might give Vallejo extra yards on the punt. And it is a roughing penalty. Calling it on the contact while the ball was down in the end zone.
And I don't think I agree with that call, because it looked like that contact was initiated by a player trying to dive to go get that ball, and I don't think Bourdon loves that call either, but at this point, you're up 16-0, and you're getting the ball.
I don't exactly doubt that. But West County will get the ball back, so I'm not sure how you would do an onside kick with a punt.
Yeah, that might be a little difficult.
Yeah, because with a punt, the other team has to make contact with it first. That punt is going to be moved up, looks like, to the 35-yard line. So it's a little bit extra breathing room for Vallejo. Yeah, it's all West County to start this one. So here we are. It's going to be. Not sure if that's Zarate back on the kick.
They're setting up for
a kickoff
rather than the punt.
It's possible the rules are just different. They might be going for an onside kick.
Yeah.
Brown and Byzantine in the back for the return. I can kind of understand what the cheer team's saying now.
Starting to get it.
Yeah.
Take some time to get used to the new chant.
Yep. And here's a kick. And it's a short one, about to the 23. Moving his way outside. Brady with blocks down the sideline. Past the 50 to the 43. A beautiful return from Brady on that one. And that's going to give them prime field position.
Kickoff return by number 25, Wade Stringfellow. And he's finally tackled by number 22, Amari Glenn. I guess that was Zayne Brady. Sorry about that. It's first and 10 by West County at the Vallejo 43-yard line.
So here we are, another first and 10. They're going to go back to that spread wide out. Lining up with Brady to his left. Long. Looking in trouble now. Throws on the run. He's got Kidd. And he's down at the 22. That inward slant with Kidd proving effective right here.
It's only the second target of the game we've seen for Josh Kidd, but both of them have delivered.
Both of them have been good mid-range yardage. Looking right side, he's got Kidd again. This time now down to about the 15. They're just a little, it looks like a little short of the first. So there they are, switching with 3 to his left.
You got officials timeout.
The officials timeout on that one.
Wow. Third timeout for Vallejo already.
3 for Vallejo already.
It's going to be, it was a gain of 9. It's going to be second and 1.
You wonder if they're looking at the spot of the ball. Doesn't look like it. So 3:52 left in the first quarter, and Vallejo is out of timeouts.
Yeah, they certainly have a lot to talk over. This has not been a great start to the game for Vallejo, especially coming off of a win in their first game. They really would like to start this game better.
And it might just be them trying to get their defense a little bit of confidence, you know, just get them pumped up. Not 100%, but it looks like they've been running a lot of like cover 1. Long left side, caught Byzantine, almost broke free. Now he does. Touchdown! West County Byzantine did not go down. The absolute unit!
What a play.
Gio Byzantine just refuses to go down. And they are up by 3 scores to start it. What an effort. Oh, and it looks like it looks like they're calling it back. And it looks like a holding penalty on the offense. That's a killer.
Such a significant.
But that's what with Vallejo, you'll take that.
Oh yeah.
Still, despite that, it was still an unbelievable effort from Byzantine right there. See, he looks like he was going to be down at the 10, and then he just kept going. You wonder if they're going to just go right back to him. Long with pressure. Still going. Still on his feet, but he's going to go down about 2 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. Regression 2 yards behind the original line of scrimmage, but he gets a few on the play.
And number 18, Cameron Hollingsworth.
And even if this drive doesn't end up netting the same result we thought it was going to give on that play by Byzantine, they're still going to have that play in the back of their heads, even if it doesn't show up in the scorebook.
Absolutely, they're going to remember that. Long over the middle, wide open Josh Kidd. Down to the 10-yard line. It's going to be a first down. The question is it first and goal, or are they going to be just past that 10-yard mark? And it looks like it's going to be to the 11-yard line. It's not quite a first and goal, but the first down marker is at the 1-yard line. Question at the 12-yard line. Long the screen to Ho-Hater. Down to the 5-yard lines. He gets a few on the play. That's the first target for Ian Ho-Hater on the game. That'll net about a 7-yard gain. Clock ticking down from 2:28. So here we are. Long left side, in and out of the hands of Solomon Hall, just slipped right through. And that'll bring up a 3rd and short.
3rd and 3 at the 5.
Stops the clock with 2:16. Vallejo needing a stop here, but it's gonna be tough because you know that West County's going for it on a 4th down. It is the snap, and he runs his way. Touchdown, West County. The carry by Justin Casarati, his first of the day, and it's a big one. Justin Casarati doing a good job of cutting in on that and using his blocks. It's what you gotta do on the power run. And he does it absolutely flawlessly. Now, do they go for the 2 or they just go for the field goal? Looks like they're setting up for the field goal, the PAT.
At first, it looked like they were going to go for the 2 there, but that's
going to be no thing on the kick. He was absolutely automatic in week 1, and he continues here right down the pipe. And that will make the score 23-0.
You have to say this is a pretty good start for West County.
Absolutely. It's what you want to see. But something I always think about is that if one team can score that fast, the other team can do it too. As we've seen, we haven't seen much of Vallejo's offense so far.
And you also have to say that they were put in a bit of an unfair position based off of that high snap that they had on the punt there. It didn't give them a fair chance, but we'll see what they can do if they get the ball here, if West County can't get another onside kick.
And you bet they probably are, being up 3 scores this early on. You might as well just do it. You only live once. Can West County recover 3 onside kicks in 1 game? I mean, this is what you do if you're playing Madden. And nope, it's gonna go way back, and that's gonna be a touchback. As Weaver wanted to get his hands on that one, but it just sailed over his head.
1st and 10, Red Hawks at the 20.
And here we are, the Red Hawks' 2nd chance of the day. Now, what do you think the Red Hawks are going to do right here, as they've been trying the short game so far?
It just has to be something different than that first drive. I mean, you can see they have a new quarterback in there, Nate Navarro. They're doing something.
Navarro's going to take the snap, and he's not going to get anywhere. The run by Janice Lewis.
And you have to question what sort of game film Vallejo saw that made them think that some of these plays would be the right choice. Because from what we saw against Santa Rosa had a lot of success just running it right up the middle. So why all the trickery? That's the main question right now.
It could be them just, just testing the waters, trying to find something. That's exactly what Santa Rosa did before they went with that just primary inside run. He's going to throw left side over the head, intended for Weaver.
It might just be that Vallejo just does not have the same athletes that Santa Rosa had, or Pardo, or the massive man they had in
Madrigal. Can't get enough of that guy. Probably averaged about 8 yards a run. That was just because of his ability to keep on going.
And you'd also have to think that this West County defense has gotten stronger since that first game. More time together as a team.
You're sick of getting pushed around.
Yeah.
Isn't the snap in trouble? Breaks free, ball comes out! And it looks like West County's on it. That is Cash Caldwell. And that's going to be the what is that, the second or third fumble recovery on the day for West County. Now West County is going to have it inside the 15-yard line. All you have to do right here is go right back to Kit. He's been really efficient on the inside part of the field. He's going to be lining up.
Yeah, or give the ball to
Sammy Long lining up with Israeli. He's going to take it himself up the middle, pushing his way down to about the 3-yard line. His clock is now ticking down from 45 seconds left. So he tried on the read option. So here we are. Now back to Israeli. Doesn't get quite to the end zone, but I believe he got the forward progress for the first down.
It does seem like Long is a little bit shaken up from that hit that he took on that run in the first play there.
But as long as he can have a strong running game, and then occasionally go to the play fake, that ends the first quarter. So far, all West County in this one, 23-0 at the end of the first quarter. Don't go, we'll be right back. And what did I tell you? We're back already. So now it looks like West County has subbed out Sammy Long for Tyler Sword at quarterback. Sammy Long does seem a little bit winded. Sword taking it himself, and he goes right in. Touchdown, Tyler Sword. He just walks his way in, and West County is now up by 4 scores. It's 29-0.
And in a game where you're seeming like you're about to be up 30-0, there's no real reason to put in your starting quarterback and risk him getting re-injured if he's already has something going.
Absolutely, just give him time. And the extra point, and nothing, automatic as usual. 30-0 West County at the start of the second quarter. Well, I can't hear you either. I don't think you're supposed to hear me. If that's the case, I'd blow out the mic on this thing.
Oh yeah.
And trust me, I did it week one a couple of times. Looking back at the film, you could barely tell what I was saying. Now we're having a bit of a wind chill coming in to start the second quarter. Bringing in that Sonoma County, like medium cold temperature.
It's nice that we have a clear night tonight after some rain last night.
So we're clocked in right now at 68. I predict that wind chill probably bringing it down to 60 flat. So here we are for another kickoff. And this time they're ready. Taking it out just beyond the 10-yard line. On the way to the outside, Weaver. Up a little past the 25, and there's Vallejo's first return of the day. And in my opinion, if you're Vallejo, try to give Weaver a little bit more attention.
Just have to find something that works. Down 30-0, you need something.
And I think a big problem so far has been that O-line. You know, behind center, Navarro just hasn't gotten much time at all. Maybe a second and a half before he has to start moving.
Yeah, Navarro has not gotten a fair shot, and Smith hasn't either.
Looks like Smith is going to be back out there. He's going to take it himself on the read option to the outside. And there's probably their most efficient run of the day. They'll give them about mid-range on that one. There's something you can go to. They just gotta find something.
You have to hope, as on the Vallejo side of things, that they can get something to build on from that. You can't just have some plays every once in a while to get something and then keep going backwards.
Give an extra look to Weaver. Now the handoff, and he falls just behind the line of scrimmage. I believe he got tripped up by one of the linemen giving pressure on that one. So here we are, 3rd and long. Close on the line. They're gonna send the pressure. Outside, Smith just gets a couple, but it'll bring up 4th down.
Looked to me like a flag might have come out there.
Thought by the scrum that one might have gone out, but I don't see any on the field.
It looked to me like a ref is putting a flag back in his pocket.
Yeah.
Oh.
For getting out of bounds, I guess it's a personal foul. It'll be a 15-yard penalty at the end of the play.
Well, it's gonna be a late hit, and that's gonna give Vallejo their first down of the day.
And that is very clearly a bailout penalty. They're trying to give him something. And that's yet another one of those plays where the refs didn't seem to correctly watch and see that that was a play that happened well before the player was going out of bounds. But
well, sometimes it just gets lost in the scrum. Smith out left, trying to go for Weaver, and off his hand. Trying to get that screen there, but it didn't look like he had any blocks either. He wouldn't have gone anywhere. And Vallejo just needing to get a first down of their own. They just need, it's the small steps that gets you the momentum.
It's a game of momentum. That's all it is.
And so far, West County's doing an absolute job at maintaining it, especially with that 30-0 lead. And he's gonna take it himself again after the fake, and he's got the first down, a big hit at the end. But it looked clean. A nice run right there by Smith. Mostly, a lot of the yardage that Vallejo has obtained on the ground today has been from Smith himself on those read options. And at least they have something that they're finding the gaps with.
But now for West County, this is where you make a stand. This is where you put a stop to this.
Showing blitz. And here comes the pressure, nowhere to go. Down at about midfield. And the pocket collapsed just too quickly.
I'd say
not sure if Smith was slow to get up there. Looks like he is limping his way to the sideline. And those knee injuries, they happen all too often when you get twisted and turned all about.
Yeah, when you're in that quarterback spot, there is a lot of risks you're taking.
Absolutely. And you know, there are some quarterbacks in the NFL that will just fall on it.
Yeah.
Here they are, a second and 17. The handoff up the middle to Gardley. He gets about 3 on the play.
Nicholas Gardley, the ball carrier, tackle made by Andre Pena.
And another 3rd and long.
3rd and 14.
At this point,
45.
if you're Vallejo, I'd say try to hit a deep route to Weaver. Weaver is setting up on that wide route. Here it is. Looking left side, has his man, but he's not going to get the first. That catch made by Jeffrey Holden, but not able to get more than that. And it'll bring up another 4th down.
And it does not seem like they have any intention of bringing out the punter this time. We saw what happened the first time they tried to punt.
Yeah, you can't at this point. With being down by 30 points, you got to try and get everything that you can here. At this point, you have just about nothing to lose. Here he is, stepping back under pressure, throws right side, has his man out of bounds, and he got the first this time. Jeffrey Holden again.
But there is a flag on the play.
Wonder if it was a holding penalty on that O-line.
And it is.
And it was. He did get a little extra time there to get away. Sadly, it's just going to give them a repeat. There's that holding penalty. And that's a killer right there. You pull up a huge first down on the 4th down conversion.
And Vallejo has to be wondering if they're ever going to catch a break. There's nothing going for them at this point.
And I honestly don't know whether you punt it or not. It looks like they have the punter out there, Xavier Zarate.
Let's watch the long snapper this time, see if that snap can be a little better this time, because they need that part of it to go well.
Yeah, last time the snap was just over the top of his head as it trickled back into the end zone. And that's a good snap. The kick is a short one as it lands, but it gets a good bounce just past about the 19. And West County will take it out there. They got about 81 yards to go. And at this point, for Vallejo, you just got to hope for a stop. So here we are with 5:50 to go in the second quarter. It looks like they're bringing Sammy Long back out. It's an interesting choice. Going back to the spread wideouts. The four-man rush, wide open kid, and he gets hit and he almost loses it. And they call it incomplete. They call it incomplete. It looked like he had it for 2 steps.
It absolutely looked like he had it.
I would have thought they call it a reception and a fumble recovered, but no, that's an incomplete pass. And here he is in trouble, gets away, throwing right side, back to Kidd. It looks like he got his feet down. Oh, what a play. What a way to make up for that. Josh Kidd getting it with the tiptoes just past the 35, it looks like. 15-yard play. Getting out of trouble, now gets it back to the run outside, past the 40, keeps on fighting to the 35, and there's the flag.
A very late hit, and he is.
A very late hit on the play on Casarati, his second run of the game.
It looked like he got the air knocked
And
out.
that West County sideline is not happy about that.
He does look to be back up.
The very late hit there. There it is. I believe the personal foul gets them an extra 15 on the play, if I'm correct. So that moves them into Vallejo territory once again.
All right, 1st and 10, West County at the 39.
West County just going with what's working. Throwing under pressure, downfield and double coverage, almost intercepted. It was off the hands of Davian Williams.
Broken up nicely there by number 5, Davian Williams.
You can see that one from the start. Sammy Long trusts the Army as Hohader's one of his top receivers. If he has Hohader wide open on the right side in single coverage, he's going to look to him every time.
Sadly, throws a little bit inside on that one where Williams was waiting. And the fake now back, he gets about a yard on the play. He goes back to Izzarelli. Now Izzarelli subbed out with Tyler Sword. You wonder if they're going to run. You wonder if they're going to run with a Wildcat here. I don't know.
They got him to jump.
It looks like they did. The middle ref is calling it. The offsides will get him a little bit more. Make that a 3rd and mid-range.
3rd and 6. And now it's at the 35-yard line.
So here we are, 3rd and 6 for West County. And they get him to jump again. That's gonna get them down to a 3rd and short. And the mind game's working for West County.
Yeah, these are just mental mistakes that are happening on the Vallejo side. You
And of
can't
course,
blame them, they're down 30-0.
and if you are Vallejo, you know, you just want to get a stop. And you wonder if they're gonna try it again. going right back to the sideline. So here we are, 3rd and 1. Long right side, Kidd intercepted. That's Weaver getting redemption. And Vallejo with their first turnover of the day. They will take it away at the 11-yard line by number 11, Isaiah Weaver.
And that's what you get from how aggressive this West County offense is. You're going to have some moments like that. Sure, it's a 3rd and 1, but they're going to go for the big play because they know that on 4th down, if they have the opportunity, they're just going to run it up the middle, and they're probably going to get it.
Yeah, sadly, he throws it just short there.
But in a 30-0 game, I think that's a risk you're willing to take on.
Yeah, it's not too big a deal for West County, at least right now. You never want to count the other team out of it. You know, maybe that interception is what they needed. They got Smith back under center. It's good to see him still in good health. Here comes the blitz. Smith gets away. Still on his feet past the 25. Ball comes out again. It's picked up inside the 5. Touchdown, the scoop and score. Unreal. Josh Andrews, the scoop, and he takes it all the way back. You've got to be kidding me. But a flag is down. Are they going to call this one back? I wonder. I'm wondering, on a strip, are they? You wonder what they're calling. It's a personal foul. Personal foul on. Oh, it does count. I believe that personal foul was on Santa Rosa. Here, excuse me, Vallejo. Unbelievable. Smith just gets something going and then the ball gets knocked loose.
Now, the thing I've noticed from these fumbles we've seen from the Vallejo team is that they have been holding the ball in a way that is just not secure whatsoever.
A lot of one-handed holds. Especially with the way that West County's been hitting, you just gotta tuck it. Nothig for the extra point, and he sneaks it. No, just wide to the right. There's the first miss we've seen from Nothig at home. And it will remain 36-0 with 3:07 left in the half. But so far, that West County offense has been absolutely automatic so far, and especially the defense helping them out.
Yeah, the defense itself has produced 8 points off of what have, in essence, been Vallejo's mistakes.
I mean, and that's not even counting the turnovers that eventually then lead to an offensive score. You know, you just have the safety earlier, and then you have the touchdown there. But there's been a couple of other fumbles that Vallejo has lost that have both turned into scores. I'm telling you, if you're a team that can take advantage of mistakes, you're a team that can just eat alive these other offenses that just have trouble holding on to the ball. And I believe that might be the 4th fumble of the day for Vallejo.
And for Vallejo, that one thing with ball carrying, that might be just something that they have not worked on enough, and they're seeing it tonight. Like, that is something you need to work on against a team that really does work on the little things.
And I want to correct myself, that penalty flag earlier on the personal foul was on West County as it's applied on the kickoff here. They're pushed back to the 25. And here they are, back as Weaver threw his hands. He's gonna take it from the 20 with few blocks, and down he goes. Nowhere to go. At the 21-yard line. And once again, the mistakes catching up to them. Now under 3 minutes left in the half. Vallejo's luck is starting to run out.
Well, if you can call what we've seen tonight luck at this point.
Well, you just want to have some sort of hope. Now it looks like he's gonna take it, throwing left side, a wobbly throw, and he still got it! Aiden Perry with a great catch after Navarro's throw was a little wobbly. That was nearly picked.
You have to say Liam Drake probably could have gotten in there and picked that one, but maybe not a situation he's used to up there.
You know, I'd say it's just good hands on Perry. He was able to cut back on it, he just snatched it right from him. It's especially difficult on the receivers when you have a set path that you have to run on, and sometimes you have to cut away from that. I'm gonna go right back to Smith. Rolling out to his right, throws across his body, and he's intercepted. Hohater past the 40, still on his feet to the 25. Another interception, and another turnover for Vallejo.
And if you thought Hohater's hands could only be put to use on offense, you were sorely mistaken. That's his second interception in 2 home games.
And you just don't want to throw across your body. As we saw it in last game, the late crossbody throw from the quarterback of Santa Rosa almost ended up ending their final drive of that game when they were trying to get to the end zone. That's something that a lot of coaches, they teach and they try to just hammer that into you nonstop. You do not throw across your body because you lose a lot of power on that and accuracy. And right there, it was the accuracy that killed him. As Sword is out there under center. The blitz coming from Vallejo as he gets it away. Casarates, he pushed his way to the 15. Good little bubble screen there. Gets the proper blocks.
It's good to see Tyler Shore getting some reps out there at quarterback.
Absolutely.
That would have been the varsity quarterback had we still had El Molino and Annalee for this season, but he has really stepped into this role.
He's stepping up. He throws right side out of the range, intended to go right back to Hohater, the guy who just made the interception.
Incomplete. It's 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throws 2 wideouts on either side, now looks right, has Hohater inside the 10, pushing his way, got it, touchdown West County, and Hohater's first of the day. Everybody on that line getting their piece of this pie. Now they're gonna be up 42-0.
And for those of you that may not know, the West County JV team had a 42-0 lead going into their halftime. So we'll see if on this kick, Aiden Othick can redeem himself and one-up their JV team.
Of course, that's the first thing you want to do as a varsity team, just show up the guys below you.
Absolutely, show him who's boss.
And Nothig's kick is good. A little close to the right again, but this time he hooks it in there. So 51 seconds left.
Is good.
And West County does show up their JV team.
So you guys spill.
So if you're just tuning in, it's been all West County in this one. About 5 turnovers so far from Vallejo, with one bad snap on a punt that led to a safety. And West County has done absolutely nothing to show mercy. They have scored on every single one of those turnovers, including the safety.
for West County, this is more like it after what they had last week. A big loss to San Marin last week on the road, but coming back home and showing them who they are as a team.
You know, you got to fire up some confidence back into this group. And another thing with all the missed opportunities they had against Santa Rosa that almost costed them the game there. This is them showing their max potential here, and as you see, a lot of talent. And it's a squib. It's gonna be taken by Weaver about the 15. Tries to get past that first wave, but trips on his own man. And he's down about the 31, but it's a good return nonetheless.
To the 32-yard line.
You know, I gotta say, I like the name Red Hawks.
Has a nice ring to it. I think maybe a little better than football team at this point, but
yeah.
With the tackle for West County.
You know, that brings into question what West County's gonna name as their mascot in this next season.
Yeah, one of the many questions there are with this school right now.
Navarro back under center. Throwing right side. Did he get it? Is that an interception?
It was.
It was an interception, but I didn't see who. That's Gino Gibbs on the pick. Jumping the cutback route, and he got right on it. Almost hit the turf, but he was able to just barely hold on. There's another turnover. And not only is it West County's offense, everyone getting a piece of the pie, it's the defense. Everybody trying to get a turnover of their own.
Hey, this is the defense proving themselves. Because we knew what this offense could do. We needed to see more from this defense. And they're doing that right now.
And I'm kind of sad. I wish I could have given that one a better call. Because I know Gibbs personally is sword lobbing it downfield. It's a little short and incomplete, intended for not Byzantine.
Solomon Hall.
That's Hall, and there's a flag down.
Intended for Solomon Hall.
What's the flag? It was thrown near the spot of the pass. Wondering if it's going to be a pass interference.
No signal yet.
And they're waving it off, so no penalty on the play.
No penalty on the play. Flag is picked up. Incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 10 at the 38.
And they're going to call that one off.
False start.
And it will be a false start on West County's offense that pushes them back a little bit.
5-yard penalty backs it up to the 43-yard line.
And to Gibbs, if you're watching this, I'm sorry about the lame call that I gave you. And they're going to stop it again. Another one down. That going to be another one? It is. 2 straight false starts for West County. Not what you want to see. A little bit sloppy.
To be fair, they do deserve some leeway after the start to this game. I mean, 43-0.
I agree.
I don't think 2 false starts are going to kill him.
But I do think it's something the coach wants to focus on as he goes back to the outside, past the 35, and he does get down inside the markers as Izzarelli keeps the clock moving. Or does he?
Looked like they called him out there.
There's another penalty down.
And another penalty has been called against West County.
I can tell that was helmet contact.
It's on West County again. I didn't see what the call was, but we are going back.
Yeah, looks like, yeah, that's helmet contact.
That was a 15-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage. 2nd and 88.
Now Soar with the handoff right back to Izzarelli. Up the middle, and he gets to midfield. A good run there. And that will drain the half. 43-0 in favor of West County. Big offensive and defensive day for them. Don't go yet. Still got a lot of football left to go. We'll be right back.
How about a big hand for the Let's Go cheerleaders? Job of the West County cheerleaders. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to ask you to please stay off of the field during halftime. Please stay off the field during halftime. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. And if you're just tuning in, we are beginning the second half of this game. It's West Sonoma County, or it's West County High School against Vallejo High School. So far, it's been all West County as they will be receiving to start the second half. To Kazarati, who will take it out, looking for blocks, and he's not going to get him. There's a flag down as they stopped up at around the 27. So far, it's been all West County in this one. 43 points on the board with about 5 turnovers for Vallejo in this one.
And it looks to me like the penalty is going to be holding on West County.
That holding penalty, that's, I believe that's about the 4th holding penalty on West County today. Something that Bordon will most likely be focusing on in the game film. They'll be setting up now at the 19-yard line, so 81 yards to go, but as their offense has shown all day long, they just keep the line moving. Tyler Sword will be under center, Kazarati right next to him. There it is, he's gonna take it himself. Sword with a head of steam, past the 35 to about the 39-yard line. A good run right there. That's a good, about 19-yard gain.
I was convinced.
You have to say this is a very good move by West County to get Tyler Short reps at quarterback.
He's gonna go to Kazarati. No, he's gonna take it himself again. Back to the outside, he gets another first down at the 49-yard line. I gotta say, Kazarati doing a good job of faking me out. Now this time they're lining up with Izzarelli. Now he's gonna take it. Izzarelli gets about 6. And now West County just playing it very conservatively. At this point, they just want to chip time away. Bordon looks absolutely pumped on the sideline. And there's the handoff right back to Izzarelli. He gets the first down after another nice gain. So 1st and 10 from the 39 on Vallejo's side of the field. They almost got him to jump. Now calling on the audible. Sword taking it himself again to the outside, inside the 20 down to the 10. And they had him faked so hard that they actually completely took Izzarelli down. There is a flag down. There is a, I believe that was a holding penalty. Yeah, West County with the holding penalty. That will push them back a little bit more. So here we are, it's gonna be a 1st and long. Sword with the screen. Kazarati trying to break free, but he cannot. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. That was a really nice stop by Makai Candler. He's able to stuff it immediately. So back to where they were. Back to Sword taking it again. Had me faked again as he gets the first down. Sword doing his job here.
I think there was probably some questions to be asked about what we really see from the second half, but I really think that West County is seeing a lot of good things from Tyler Sword here, and from how well he's able to fake that handoff. He's faked us quite a few.
Absolutely. And this time he does give it to Kazarati, who leaps over man all the way in the end zone, but a flag is down. There is a flag down. Was it? It might have been a holding penalty. I mean, nonetheless, yes,
Yeah,
it is.
block in the back.
It is an illegal block in the back. That was a really nice hurdle. Kazarati got over him and just got in the clear, but it will be called back. It's about 9:01 to go in this one. And now the clock ticking down from that. Back to Kazarati, pushing it outside, cutting his way back in down to the 16. He's just still going. It's really good for these backups to be given a chance, to be showing what they can do to that coaching staff. Now Izzarelli swapping out. Back, and it'll be Izzarelli to the outside, and he did get a few. I think it'll bring it to about a 2nd and 3.
The ref goes down on the play. Oh, man. He's a trooper. He got back up.
Absolutely. I guess he'd come to think that they deal with enough of that. Now 3 wideouts on his left, still with Izzarelli as his back. And the draw, Izzarelli pushes to about the 8-yard line. So the clock ticking down from about 7:23 now. Still a 43-0 lead for West County as they look to tack on. Now taking it himself, Sword lobbing left side, and it's caught! Touchdown! Beautiful catch right there from Diego Ruvalcaba. That's his first of the day. West County staying on that theme of dividing the points out. And a really nice catch right there from Ruvalcaba.
Yet again there, Sword seemed to fake the whole defense. It didn't even look like they knew he had the ball, and it didn't even look like anybody was
They
expecting
were nowhere
to throw
close
it.
to him. And the kick is good. And that will make it 50-0 right there. A big scoring day today for West County, and that drive was mainly runs with the exception of that final passing play. Kickoff, keep an eye on number 11 Weaver. He's been just about the most successful player on this Vallejo offense so far.
Probably the root of the most positive yardage we've seen from him on these kick returns.
Absolutely. going to be Cassius Bradbury on the kickoff. And it's a deep one. There's Weaver who's got it on the 10-yard line, cutting his way back to the middle, and he runs into his own man and goes down at about the 21.
Kickoff return for Vallejo. Nice tackle by number 10, defensive Gonzalez.
Now you wonder how West County is going to do this. Are they going to stay with the aggressive defense and just hope to run the clock out with their offense? Or are they going to open up a little bit and just prevent all the big plays? And if you're Vallejo at this point, you just want to get something to go off of.
To be fair, we haven't seen a big play yet from Vallejo, so I don't know if West County is necessarily expecting one.
Now Smith cutting back in, still on his feet, down at the 26 as he gets a little bit extra on that one. Now 6:17 ticking off the clock in a 50-0 lead for West County. Looks like Smith is coming back out onto the field as he might have been checked on, as I did see he was a little slow walking away from that play. He's lining up with number 3 to his right, that's Jaquan Williams. Now hands it off to the outside, getting down to the 30-yard line is Jeffrey Holden, I believe.
Jeffrey Holden, the ball carrier.
So a 3rd and short. Vallejo just needing maybe just to push through the middle, but that West County O-line has been tough. He's gonna hand it off left side, nowhere to go. Janias Lewis stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up another 4th down. And do you go for it right here, or do they just go for the punt? With 4:30 left in the 3rd quarter, I do not see the punter out there. Looks like they are going for it. And at this point, yeah, why not? 4th and 6. And he got him to jump, but no flag.
Didn't seem to cross the line of scrimmage, so it seems like that's fine. Call it timeout.
And it's a timeout. And you wonder, and you wonder if he did cross the line of scrimmage and nobody saw it, but at least from our angle. But of course we do from the place that I am sitting. It is a little bit crossed up due to the fact that I'm positioned at the 50-yard line. But here we go. Another shot at 4th and 6. Vallejo now down to 2 timeouts. And it looks like they are setting up for the punt. And there it is, the punt back to the 40, and it gets past them. And it looks like West County got on top of it around the 35. I wasn't quite sure if he grazed it when it landed down, but
it looked to me, based off the sense of urgency he had in getting back on top of that ball, that it probably did graze him.
possibly. Of course, you don't want to give up a play like that. So clock ticking down at 3:35. As Tyler Sword will remain under center. It looks like they got a few more backup receivers with, looks like Liam Drake to the very right. Now the handoff up the middle as he gets a few. Looks like Israeli on the carry. Another one of those Wade Stringfellow lined up. Right back to Israeli. He gets about 3 on the play. So here we are, 3rd and 3 for West County. The low snap. Handoff Israeli fighting, and he got the first. Down at the 49, a good way to fight for that one.
There's a Vallejo player down in the field.
That was number 22. That's Makai Candler. He's a little slow to get up on the play, but he does. And the handoff right back to Israeli, and this time nowhere to go. Taken down about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But I think forward progress might have gotten him, got him 1 of those yards back.
That play right there is probably a positive that Vallejo can take from this game. They can keep getting stops like that against an offense that has been pretty good and that looks like it's going to be a strong offense in their league, then that is something to build on.
And taking himself, he's got nowhere to go. Another big stop, and there's a flag down. And Cameron Hollingsworth with the sack. I think I might have seen a flag go down, if I'm correct.
Didn't look like a flag on the play. It might have just been a marker where the forward progress was stopped.
So possibly. So here we are, 3rd and 15. Vallejo looking to get a stop right here with 55 ticking down in the 3rd quarter. In trouble, throws, and he stumbles. Kazarati came up with it, but he goes down at about the 46. And there's your stop.
4, 16, 44.
So with the clock ticking down from 27, they'll probably just get the punt off, and that'll end. That would end the 3rd quarter.
We'll see if the game clock even requires them to kick it.
Not quite sure, because we don't have a game clock on our scoreboard with 5-4. And it looks like we will. So that right there will end the 3rd quarter. A lot of offense today from West County as they lead 50-0 going into the 4th quarter. Don't go yet, we'll be right back. So here we are back for the fourth quarter, and it starts with a high snap, but he does get the punt away. It's a high sailing punt. Bounces up to about the 18-yard line, and not sure if he called for the fair catch there. No flag down, so it looks like he just took it. So here we are, possibly Vallejo's last chance on offense to get points on the board. They got to drive 81 yards to the other side. This looks like Navarro under center with 3 wideouts on his right. Lobbing it left side, looking for his man in and out of the hands. Intended for Weaver, but the ball is knocked loose by Jaffe Gonzalez. I kind of got the first 2 words there, but not the rest.
Gotta get used to the new chants.
I don't know, maybe I'd be able to hear it if I took my headset off, as they're gonna lob it deep. Looking for his man and out of the reach. And there's a couple of flags down for the pass interference. That was intended for Davian Williams. It almost seemed like he took a little bit too short of a path to that ball, even if he did have a clear opening, he would have had to leap up and catch it over the top. You'd think he tried to get that one in stride.
You know, I mean, I understand the call there. I mean, clearly there was contact, but I don't personally think it was a catchable pass.
It's just an odd play. And that will give Vallejo a first down. So 9:32 left. Navarro going deep again over the middle. He's intercepted! Intercepted over the middle. Dominic Phillips with his first of the day. And he just waited for it.
You can't put much blame on Vallejo there. You got to go for something to try.
You have to just go for it all at that point.
Just throw it up there and hope something goes.
Sadly, it just doesn't look like Navarro quite had the arm, possibly just from being worn out. You know, his 2 previous plays were also big lobbing passes. And, you know, in order to do that, of course, you got to get a lot of power, a lot of vertical power for that. And, of course, in my opinion, I think that kind of wears you out a little quicker than, you know, just going for a regular flat pass. Now the handoff to, I think that's Brady. He takes a big hit. No, correction, that's number 28. That is Manuel Ruiz Flores. So a 16-yard pickup right there. Looks like they have Isarelli back next to Sword. Right back to Isarelli, cutting to the outside. He's got steam past the 50 to the 45, and he's out of bounds right there.
That was a sharp cut. That was a very strong run.
And he got a good opening right there, and he's able to take advantage of it once again. Especially that West County running game. You know, a lot of really good blocks, a lot of good reads by the running backs. And they got him to jump, but he didn't go over the line. Now calling it audible. Sword back to Zarelli, nowhere to go as he lost a bunch. It looks like they're gonna call him down at the 49. That's a big defensive play there from Vallejo. Second and 15 now. Zarelli once again using those blocks to the 40-yard line, and that will make it about a 3rd and 6. You just watch Zarelli, you know, he just double takes every time, and he kind of is able to change his momentum very well.
He's very patient in the way he runs, and he's still able to get a burst after that first move. He's very strong back.
Sword over to Drake. He's got him to the 25 and down about right there. Liam Drake's first catch of the day. So 5:20 left on the clock. You know, I can't imagine how difficult it is to learn how to read those kind of signs. Now back this time to Casarati, who stays on his feet. And he takes liftoff at around the 19-yard line. Looks like Casarati will be subbed out for Dason DeVries. Back to Sword as he takes it himself. The stiff arm gets him the yardage for the first. He twists his way out of bounds. His clock now ticking down to the 4-minute marker. And Tyler Sword doing a good job off the bench, showing his coaches what he can do.
Showing a great amount of game control. He's doing a really good job out there.
And just like Zarelli, showing a lot of patience. You know, you watch him on his rollouts, you know, both on passing plays and also on his read options. He takes a second to find his best opening. He goes back to Zarelli, up the middle, pushing his way. He's in, but there's a flag, there's a couple of flags down. No signal. Might have been a holding penalty right there. And it is a holding penalty on West County. That will push him back a little further.
Really appreciate it. Great guys. I'd like to make the job as easy as possible. Please, sponsor drivers in the back.
And here we are down at the 3-minute marker. So 1st and 12 after the holding penalty. And Zarelli taking it again. Outside to the 10, diving his way, he broke the pylon. But I don't believe the ball crossed. And another holding penalty on West County. That's 2 straight. 2 straight huge runs from Zarelli called back right there. And if this wasn't a 50-0 game, he ought to be frustrated about that.
But the thing that matters is even if it doesn't show up in the scorebook, I mean, Coach Bourdon is seeing this.
He's gonna see it on the game film. And of course, you gotta try and look everywhere to improve. Back to Izzarelli, and he goes nowhere. Maybe a couple at the most.
Very quickly there by number 20. Number 20 in the rest. I think that's Elijah Price.
It looks like Gino Gibbs will be subbing in as a wideout. He had an interception earlier. They almost jumped off in the direct snap to the outside, and he's down at about the 10-yard line. That was Manuel Ruiz Flores with his second carry of the day.
It's going to bring us within 1 minute of the end of this game.
And this will give us just about one more play. So here they are, they're just draining the clock down. We're down to 35. And at this point, they're just going to take the knee. Or are they? They're out of the shotgun. Snap. Now he's gonna take it himself, and now he's gonna slide down at the 5-yard line, and that's gonna do it. With 10 seconds trickling off the clock, West County High School with an absolute offensive shootout. And an absolute, just a beautiful offensive day for West County. 50-0, your final score as West County prevails over the Vallejo Redhawks. For those of you who stuck with it, who stuck with us for the whole thing, thank you very much. We appreciate the viewership. And as they go out onto the field, meeting in the middle, thank you very much for watching. This is Will Rice signing off.